Box breathing is a really good general breathing control exercise, which is also really good for calming the nervous system. So we're going to be looking at it from both those angles. And with this exercise, we fully breathe through the nose, so no mouth breathing at all. Make sure it's always through the nose. It's quite a simple exercise. Box breathing, so if you think of a box or the area or square, all the sides have the same length. And we're going to do that with the breathing. So the way it works, we're going to start off with a count of 4. We'll breathe in for 4, we'll hold the breath for 4, we'll breathe out for 4, and we'll hold the breath for 4 before returning again. So I'm going to run through the exercise now, but at the end of this video, I'll run you through some other tips as well. Now, firstly, I would recommend you do this for 5 minutes to start out with. Obviously, I'm not going to do it for 5 minutes here, but I'll get you going. So just so you understand a little bit of how it works. So, breathing through the nose. Make sure you're nice and comfortable, sitting upright, but you can be sitting against a backrest. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, and hold. So that's basically the exercise. And like I said, you do that for about 5 minutes. So some tips to do this, when to do it. First of all, it's quite good to do it multiple times a day, like for a nervous system reset. I would say morning, before work or before you kind of get going for the day, lunchtime if possible, and then before bed. And it is apparently best to do this on an empty stomach with an empty bladder. So before breakfast, before lunch, before bed. And ideally, leave yourself about 10 minutes space to do this exercise. So a couple of minutes just to kind of settle in and just sort of find your space there. 5 minutes for the breathing exercise, set a timer. And then 1 or 2 minutes just to come out of it, find your normal breathing pattern and find yourself back in the room again. This can be actually quite a good exercise if you've ever noticed that you hold your breath during the day, during like doing tasks or anything. So for example, if you're at a computer or if you're doing some quite intricate tasks, if you ever notice that you breath hold, this is apparently quite a good exercise for that as well. And lastly, so we did box breathing with a count of 4 seconds. Once you're comfortable with that, you can increase that. Okay, so you could go to 5. So it'll be 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would usually, obviously not do this in one session. You do this over a number of sessions once you're kind of comfortable with the counting. And if you're increasing to 10, say, counts, I'd probably start not just all at once. I'd probably build up to it gradually within the session. So I might start off, once I'm familiar with it, with some 5 counts and then maybe a count of 6 or up to 8 and then up to 10. And if you're going for 10 breaths, you're probably going to be allowing more time. So instead of 5 minutes, you're probably going to be allowing sort of 10 to 20 in all, I suspect. Yes, so good luck with that. Have fun. Enjoy it.